What's up, everyone? This is Brian Incolada, and today I want to show you guys the Shadow Hills Mastering Compressor. It's one of my favorite compressors to use for a mix bus or any processing bus to put anything through it. So let's check it out. Let me share my screen here with you guys, and let's check it out here. So I have this highlighted here. I'm gonna show you guys one of our singles. This is one of our latest singles. Still hasn't been released with my band called Sonic View, and this song is called Sandstorm. And this is just the chorus section, so we can hear the Shadow Hills in action. And here it is. Great looking plugin. So let's hear the song right now without the compressor, and then we're going to activate it so we can hear what this bad boy can do.
The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, taking you and everything. The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, it's taking you and everything.
Okay, cool. So that's just the mix right now. I've imported it to this mastering session, and right now we're just gonna work with the Shadow Hills to hear what this can do. And let's activate it real quick, just with my regular settings here. So let me just go ahead and activate it. Now let's check it out.
The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, taking you and everything. The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, it's taking you and everything.
So cool. You can hear the difference when you like bypass it and then activate it again. It's a subtle difference, but you do hear how the Shadow Hills just brings the song a little bit more forward, or the mix, and it just makes everything a little tighter, more cohesive, and it gives it this presence too, right? And so um that's why I love using this compressor. Anything you put through it, it's just gonna make it fatter. It's gonna sound bigger and awesome, right? So these are my settings here. I normally use it in the discrete mode, in the dual mono. This is an optical compressor as well. It sounds great. You can use it if you want, but for me, the discrete works great. Even though you can use it with the optical, it's cool to use it with vocals as well, or guitars sometimes, or instruments. You can do whatever you want with this compressor in that case. But for mastering, or in this case for mixing as my mix bus compressor, I'll just leave it in discrete. And I like to keep it in dual mono, even though you have the stereo option as well. The stereo option is a little bit more convenient because whatever you do on one side, it's just going to do the same on the other side, even though it doesn't link with each other, which is kind of weird. But that's just kind of how it works. And then with the dual mono, I like it because you have more control over each side, of course. It's a stereo compressor, so you can do different tweaks on each side if you will, if you want to, go crazy like that. I like to keep the settings the same. I do like using it in a dual mono because it just gives it this width. I feel like you get this you get more width out of it than just using it on the stereo mode. It might just be me, but that's what I'm hearing there. And also I like the extra control. And these are my settings. I really just keep it pretty with the 1.2. I keep it very low. No extreme settings there. I keep it at 1.2 ratio, and even with that, you could hear it does a lot with it. And then with the attack, I'll have that with the super slow attack, fast recovery or release. We'll have it at a 10 threshold, and then the discrete gain. You can crank it up sometimes if you want, but I leave it at 10 there, or 11, whatever feels best. And then this is the awesome part of the compressor too. This is one of my favorite parts here of this compressor, the options for the transformers. So you have the nickel, iron, and steel to start out, right? So I normally use it on the steel option because it just sounds great that way. It has it just gives you this bass accentuation, if you will, and also it just makes it feel tighter, and also it adds some distortion or harmonics, and it makes the bass just feel nice and tight, and it gives it this awesome presence. So great for any styles of music that are bass heavy, right? So like um, rock, metal, hip hop, EDM, house music. All those have very bass heavy or bass focused, parts in the song. So definitely love using this setting here for for those styles. And then you have the iron, which is like a step down to that setting. It's the same kind of vibe but less intense with the iron transformer. You still get some saturation, bass accentuation, and tightness. And then with the nickel, it's just a cleaner um option. It's a very light saturation, and it's the lighter option if you want to be subtle with it, right? So I like going with the steel transformer, and I'm gonna show you guys how they sound when you have them in the three different options. So let's check it out.
The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, taking you and everything. The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, it's taking you and everything.
So yeah, you can hear how when I had it on iron and then moved it down to steel, it just the snare, you can hear how the snare pops out a little bit more, and it's also tighter. Everything just gets super tight. Um, and then you can just hear that difference with the iron and then steel, and then obviously with the nickel, it's a lot less intense and less obvious. But that's why I love using it on the steel transformer. Let's hear it one more time there.
The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, taking you and everything. The sandstorm is coming, I can see anything. The sandstorm is coming, it's taking you and everything.
So yeah, that's kind of the differences there between the different transformers, and that's how I like using the Shadow Hills. In this case, I moved the switch here to stereo, so it can all change at the same time, instead of having it on dual mono. So that's the Shadow Hill for you guys. It's my favorite compressor to use for my bus mixes, and just for my mixes in general. It sounds great. It just glues everything together very nicely. It has the nice transformer options that you can use to add different flavors of distortion and saturation, and it's just lovely and epic. So I hope you guys learned something cool with this this video here, and I'll be making more stuff here soon and releasing it. And so stay tuned and stay safe out there. Peace.